Hello, this is Walter Smith on BlueMoonRisingTV, back for another week of Walter's Glass Half Full. So without further ado, let's have a look at some of those comments. Alex96, ha 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 ha! Love seeing you clowns getting destroyed. Barca 7, Man City 1 will be the final score. Well, I hope you enjoyed that game, nearly half as much as I did. Now, the boys on Blue Moon Rising TV did an absolute wonderful vlog, and I think they certainly had a few of Walter's Glass Half Fulls that evening. Seemed that way. Hey, check it out. Some old-timers, and, well, I'll include myself in that, said that was the best Manchester City performance, well, they'd ever seen. We didn't just beat Barcelona 3-1, we absolutely hammered them. That second half performance, we could have scored an absolute hatful. And let's get this right, that's against the Champions League favourites. If you don't believe me, check it out at the bookies. You don't actually beat Barcelona by accident. They've got the best attacking forwards in world football. I would argue the best, well, there's ever been. Some of the pundits in Britain were actually drooling over that performance, and they said it's one of the best performances by a Premier League team in Europe for years. I've got to say, it was really hard to pick out a man of the match performance, as that many City players were that good. Well, it could have been Zabaleta, who literally just shoved Neymar, rolling back the years, in his pocket. Was it Kun Aguero for that link-up play and that ability to make spaces for other players, well, to do some damage? Was it Raheem Sterling who seemed to frighten the Barcelona defence, well, half to death? The way he found Gundogan for that actual goal. What vision? And I've noticed that the Martial is way better than Sterling brigade have gone, well, quite quiet. Was it our very own Ginger Ninja, Kevin De Bruyne, with his vision, pace and that ability to counter-attack? And what about that free kick? Pick that out of the net, Barcelona. Was it Gundogan with his 2 goals and his absolute dominance in midfield? He almost reminds me of a Frank Lampard in his prime, but better. Hopefully this is a mental game changer for Manchester City. Sometimes when we've actually faced European elite, we've tended to go in our shell a little bit. Not that night, we gave Barcelona a hell of a beating. I've got to say, that's certainly staying on my planner at home for quite some time. What a time to be alive, what a time to be a Blue. I like this post, it's a packed mouse. Love Yaya. No matter what happens, he will always be a legend at our club. Well, I can't disagree with you there. But has hell frozen over, or has there been flying pigs? I'm not quite sure, because what? Yaya has actually apologised to Pep, the club, their fans, you name it. He's apologised. But where does that actually leave us? Well, for me, Yaya has been the most important signing since, well, Sheikh Mansour arrived in 2008. Yaya, well, he's a player that scores big goals in big games, and he scored the vital goals, well, 2011 that actually got that banner ripped down and ended our trophy drought after many, many years. Without Yaya, there wouldn't have been that Aguero moment, and think about this for a second. Without his goal contribution, Liverpool would have won the league in 2014. Ooh. We've been in 2 League Cup finals, and Yaya scored the winning penalty, and he scored a worldie against Sunderland to contribute and, well, win us more silverware. Gary Cook, our CEO, at the time said, without Yaya, we wouldn't have gone on to sign the likes of David Silva, amongst others. So there's no arguing that 24 million actually spent on Yaya was incredible value for money. In terms of on the pitch, well, he's been a City legend, there's no denying that. But I feel it's important to recognise the difference between Yaya the player and Yaya the man. I mean, a grown man actually getting upset and not getting a birthday cake. Every summer, without fail, his absolute parcel of an agent coming out and saying that Yaya, the man who appeared to have absolutely everything, wanted to leave. Now, no matter how talented a player is, that's never going to sit well with any type of fan base. The last question I want to look at is one of, is Yaya 2016 good enough to get into this Pep team? I suggest, well, no. Pep likes his teams to play both sides of the ball. Well, in modern terms, pressing. Now, pundits, they seem to love that word and say it about, well, 50 times a game. Has Yaya got that intensity, that quick movement of thought, quick movement of feet for a Pep team? Well, no. Has Yaya got that high energy, quick movement still in his legs? Well, I fear not. So to sum up, well, Yaya, an absolute legend for City. Bit of a child as a man, and probably got one of the worst agents, bit of a tool that's ever lived. Troll of the week this week has got to go to our elusive friend, Akhtar Ali. Pep don't have plan B or plan C, he only have plan A. Now this kind of argument is obviously fueled by stupidity and, well, ignorance. You obviously don't know a lot about football, football management, or indeed Pep. Akhtar, that's a little bit like saying, oh, the Beatles are okay, they only had one hit. If folks actually took the time to read up on the subjects we were going to post about, they wouldn't actually look, well, so stupid. Marty Perinow, the actual author of Pep Confidential and Pep, the evolution. He said at his time at Bayern Munich, he used 23 different types of tactical systems. Now, that's almost like 3 away from a full A to Z tactical plan. People, well, they can post all types of nonsense about Pep, but to suggest that he hasn't got a plan B tactically says more about you, my friend actor, than it certainly does about Pep. Anybody who actually watches Manchester City can almost see the different styles and formations, and this is a team he's just got hold of. At Bayern Munich, in one season, he played 9 different types. 4-3-3, 4-2-3-1, 4-2-2-2, 4-1-4-1, 4-1-2-1-2, 3-5-2, 3-4-3, 3-4-1-2, 3-1-2-1-3. And that was all just in, well, one season. Let's make no bones about this. Pep Guardiola was the most sought-after manager in world football when City landed him. Pep, well, he's a tactical innovator. He almost eats plans for breakfast. It's the players that have got to keep up with Pep, not the other way round, or they'll get shipped out. We're starting a long journey with Pep on the good ship Man City, and I, for one, couldn't think of another manager I'd want there. He's going to lead us as a club and a fan base to heights we've never actually seen before. So, actor, my advice to you is actually think before you start posting. Always remember, it's better to be presumed an idiot than to actually open your mouth and, well, confirm it. Well, that about sums up another week of Walter's Glass Half Full. So if you need any positivity injected into your blue world, what are you waiting for? Get tapping below. Oh, time for another.